Hey, it's me, Jamila from Buy Pink, and I'm doing this video because it was requested by one of you guys. Um, she emailed me and she wanted to know how to create an SVG when you have an image and you're adding text to that image. So that is what this video is going to be about. But first, I want to say I don't usually grab images off the internet. I get all of my images from Adobe stock. I get 10 free a month. It's $19.95, completely worth it. And I'll leave a link to that for you guys. But I do a lot of logos, and with Adobe stock, you can use the images in your designs. You cannot use them as is. I also use Adobe All Apps, which gets me commercial licensed fonts, and there are tons of fonts. And I think I pay $59.99 a month for the Adobe All Apps. But if I do one logo in the month or one T-shirt in order in the month, it's paid for. So it's definitely worth it, and it helps you avoid copyright issues and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this tutorial. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my image. Like I said, I just grabbed an image from the internet. So we're going to add Elmo in here first. And the first thing we need to do is trace Elmo. And what we want to do is turn Elmo into an SVG, because right now he is not an SVG. He's just one single layer. And we want to turn each color into a layer. So you're going to go up here to image trace, and I'm going to choose 6 colors because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish colors. We'll see how that does. Let it work its magic. I think with this, I'm going to do like a first birthday. So I just expanded it, and like always, you have a million bajillion different layers here, and you want to make sure that you combine all those layers together. And if you look here, you even have the whites and everything. So we want to keep those whites because they're important. So what you do to connect all those layers, you're going to pick one color, and then you're going to go up here to select same, and I use fill and stroke, and then I just connect them together. So now my eyes or the pupils and the mouth are all connected together. And you just continue that until you're all done. So as you can see, that is probably a white that we don't need. And if you just turn the eyeball dropper off and on, you can see if that's a piece that you need, and we don't need that. So I'm going to delete it. Same here. Okay, these are our eyes. It's already a compound path, so we don't need to change it. So just continue to go on. You go up here to select. And what I'm probably going to do is take this outline. I'll show you in a little bit. Let me get everything connected. We're selecting the fill and stroke, connecting everything together. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this here in a second. All SVGs or all images won't be like this. You won't have to do this with everything. But if you want to be able to keep this outline on your Elmo, I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is a piece we don't need. That is a piece we don't need. We're going to change this path. Oops. to a compound path. Now, that looks like something we don't need. Let me get rid of that one too. Now there's the gray around the eye. I don't know if it's necessary to change everything to a compound path when it's already a path, but I do because it simplifies things for me. So we have some white here. And what it did was when we traced the image, it also traced the background and made it a white background. So we can get rid of that background too. So next, I am going to duplicate this layer. I'm going to duplicate this layer, and what I'm going to do is just copy and paste. And then I'm going to move it behind. You want to select both of those images or both of those backgrounds. And to do that, you hold down Shift and click. And then I am going to, let's ungroup this because everything wants to move together. And I don't want it to move together. So I am going to line that up, and then I'm going to do the same, copy and paste with this layer too. And I'm going to move those down also. Now with this top layer, or these two middle layers, I am actually going to combine them. And to combine them, you just Command 8 on your Mac. I'm not sure what it would be on your Windows PC, but it doesn't look like I didn't have those lined up very good. So I'm going to go back and turn this one off and turn this one off so that I can see what I'm doing. And this is just a lot of extra steps to what she asked me to do. And the reason I'm doing it is so that you can see how to get rid of those white spaces. And what I'm doing is using the alignment tools to figure out where we need to. So you want to make sure you have these lined up pretty well, because if you don't, then you end up with white spaces where you don't want them. All right, so I don't necessarily need the outline. Some of you might want to use the outline. You might want to make it black. You might want to make it purple, whatever. But I'm going to show you real quick before I get rid of these white spaces here, how to duplicate the outline. So you just click and drag down here to the new layers panel, and it duplicates that outline for us. So now what we're going to do is take those two and merge them together. And now you see you still have the outline, but it's all one color. So the next thing you want to do is go up here to the Pathfinder, and you want to unite. Because if you don't unite all those lines, it's going to cut just like that. So what the unite does is bring it all together. You can cut Elmo like this, Or now we have the background and this is the background, and then this one would be the foreground. So I am going to take this group and make it one compound path. So now we have our Elmo completely traced. So next, oops. Okay, I'm gonna make him a little bit smaller so that we can do the rest. We're just pretending to do a first birthday image. And like I said, you may want this black. So if you want this layer black, you just can go over here or select the layer, go over here, and then the hex code for black is 6 zeros. So now we have him outlined in black. And the same, like with this, I would want to make this black. And then because all that's black, I would connect these two. So it looks like we might have a line that's not united. So nope, we don't. So now we have the black outline or whatever, and we have the red Elmo. So now we're going to add some text. So we're going to pretend we're doing a first birthday shirt for a birthday party. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger before I choose the font. And if I were doing this for a customer, I would only use my fonts from Adobe. So we'd have to choose a color for this one, and what I would want, I believe, let's connect all this. What I would do is make this one the same as this orange, and the way you make them the exact same color is you're going to select the color that you want, which is the orange, and then double click over here on the colors panel, copy, go back over here to the one, and I'm having second thoughts about that color, paste. Oh, not bad, not bad. So we may want to add a stroke now, like an outline. So I want a black outline. The only way I figured out to make the outline and for it to transfer into design space is to add my stroke. So I got a black outline, make it the thickness that I want. So there's my thickness. Now I'm going to go up here to Object, Rasterize, and then I'm going to retrace the image. And I think I want a black outline around his nose also. So we've traced the image. Now I want to expand it, and we're going to get rid of the white stuff. But now we have our number, and then we have the outline. And what I'll end up doing is, I'll show you. What I'll end up doing is connecting it all. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I don't remember what number I used. No, too wide. Okay, so again, the reason why I do it this way is because I have tried adding the stroke line, and I've tried adding the stroke line, and when I get to design space, it doesn't show up. So this is my workaround for it. I am no expert. I am completely self-taught when it comes to Cricut Design Space and Adobe Illustrator. So the next thing we're going to do, and you could actually combine all of these light colors, which is always what I do. And then once the image cuts out, I cut in between to save vinyl. Or you can always separate it when you get to design space. However you want to do it, whatever seems to work for you. But I like for all of my colors to be combined when a customer purchases one of my files. So next is, okay, so I just made some stuff up. Happy birthday, Jake. And that is going to go under here. Now, same thing, if you want the outline, you'll go about the same way. But this text, because it connects, when you go to, you're going to go to Object, you're going to go to Expand, and we expanded the fill and stroke. Now let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see. If you do not unite these, this is exactly how it's going to cut. So you want to go up here to the Pathfinder. If you don't see your Pathfinder, go up here to Window and then click on Pathfinder and it'll pop up for you. So we're going to click on Pathfinder and Unite. So now that we have that united, I'm going to make it the same orange as everything else. Wait, okay. We need to combine everything. There we go. So I'm going to make it the same orange. I am going to add the 4-point outline. Now for this outline, you may want to do it a little bit different, but I'm going to finish this first. So we got our outline. I'm going to rasterize it, and then I'm going to trace it. And expand. So we have this group here, and now we have to connect everything. We have some white. So because there is a lot more white, I'm not going to go through and delete them one by one. I do them just like I do when I combine colors. I'm going to go to Select, Same, Fill and Stroke, and delete all the white. Black, Select, Same, Fill and Stroke, and combine all of the black. Connect, select, same, fill and stroke, and then I'm combining all the orange. So we have these two layers now. However, we're going to take the orange layer. Wait, no, we're going to take the black layer and make another layer. And then we're going to connect these two. Now you want to go up here to the Pathfinder and unite all of that. And then we have both the background layer, which now you'll be able to just overlay. You won't have to try to line it up just right and all of that stuff. So there is how you create an SVG with, let's ungroup this. Create an SVG with both an image and lettering.